Y'all, I did something really, really bad. Really bad. Today we're gonna talk about. Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta yell something to my mom. Mama, what? I'm recording, okay? Okay. Today we're gonna talk about the mistakes that you can make when you're in a relationship with your lover. Let me grab my charger so I know for sure that my phone won't die. We're not just gonna be talking about mistakes that you can make with your lover, don't worry. We're gonna be talking about love and everything else that comes with it. But I have to start off with the mistakes that you can make with your lover because I had one of the most, in potential, I had one of the most charismatic, loving people with me in a relationship and loving person with me in a relationship that I was in, and I messed it up by listening to someone else and letting my own opinion, one opinion, affect many other opinions that I had about my relationship that I was in. I just wanted to tell y'all that sometimes in a relationship you have to understand that love is meant to keep going. It's meant to prosper. It's meant to be fruitful. I basically say everything the same on my videos, and that's because that's what I believe. That's my belief, and that's what is true to me. And I just believe that in love, you're meant to be guided and kept. And sometimes you have to be patient because, like I said on one of my other videos, people, they go through things and they have situations. And I just went to a wedding and a funeral, both separate on the same day. And what happened was I posted in my Instagram story, like, everything that was happening with me and everything that I was going through. And I felt like I was being unconsidered again in the relationship that I was in. But I don't know. I guess I'm one of those people, like, people don't take time enough, how I say it, time enough through, like, they don't go through time enough, like, and just really try to grasp at the things that they moment in and try to hold to the things that they go through. I just feel like you really have to give gratitude. You have to be patient. You have to show gratitude towards the things that you go through, that you cherish, that you enjoy, that you appreciate, because things can go by so fast, and in the blink of an eye, everything can be gone. And I feel like sometimes in life, it's necessary to be the one that just says, I am grateful. I am appreciative. I am the one with the privilege, and I am honored for the privilege that I have, the privileges that I have. I'm not saying that you have to be sealed in the gratification. I'm saying that I'm a type of person that loves to be sealed in gratification and gratefulness, because being sealed in gratefulness, it can bound you in a very, because I want to make sure I'm making sense, a very appreciative, just orderly manner of life, and a very easygoing, and way of things, way of thinking, way of living, way of things, period. So I just wanted to tell y'all that, because I messed up, man. I messed up. I asked, and I'm still waiting for an answer. I asked for another chance. I'm still waiting for an answer, but because when you get something good, whether it takes time, because everything takes time, but when you find something good, you gotta hold to it, because there's not a lot of good things in this earth anymore. There really isn't. There's plentiful amounts, and there's full amounts of good things, but when I say there's not a lot of good things on this earth, I just mean like there's a lot of corruption, and there's a lot of unfaithfulness and discouragement, and some things just purely aren't good. Just when I say purely aren't good, I mean to the root of it. When I say purely, I mean to the root of it, it isn't good. And we have to cherish what we have. We have to take access to what we're granted, because when you find something good in this earth that is pure, you're gonna naturally want to have it and naturally want to protect it. And you have to understand that when you love something or someone, you're gonna want to hold to them, because if love is true, you're gonna want to hold to them. And then you have to understand that love always deserves to keep going. But on the other side of things, I do want to also say you can't ever force anything. And sometimes when the other side or the other party of a relationship doesn't want to continue and go on, then you have to accept that and you have to let go. Because, you know, you don't want to make anybody feel like you're a burden, or like you don't want to feel unappreciated. So let's get into the love part of things. So I'm so excited. Y'all, I have this perfume called Guess 1981. Hold on, let me see if I can. And the top came off of it. And I love this perfume, and it's almost gone. As you can see on the side, it's literally at the bottom, and it has, sorry about that little stain, but I wanted to show y'all that because I love that perfume. I think that, what's your favorite movie? Comment down below if you watch this. Comment down below what your favorite movie is, because I want to do like watch movies with me, or watch clips with me, or talk about clips with me. So if you know I'm gonna love you. Like, if you comment anything, your favorite movie or TV show, comment it down below. And if you comment anything that I like or love, I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna comment back. I'm gonna put back what I think about the movie or the TV show. So do you know the show TVD, The Vampire Diaries? You know the part on The Vampire Diaries where Elena and Damon is fighting, and she's like, because I love you, and he's like, well, maybe you shouldn't love me. I can't remember the exact words they use, and she's like, I can't. No, what did they say? She's like, because I love you, and he's like, well, maybe that's the problem. Stop loving me, or something like that. And she's like, but I can't. And then they just kiss or whatever. Yeah, I love that. I freaking love that. You know what? Sometimes people don't understand. Like, that's what love takes. When you say that you love someone, you have to fight with them. Like, you have to literally fight with them verbally, not physically. But I'm not like promoting any physical violence here. I'm saying verbally fight with them, for them. Fight, not really like fighting at someone, but fighting with them. I mean, why by saying fighting for someone, I'm saying fighting with someone, because verbally you ooh, I'm getting nervous, I'm sorry. Use your words, express yourself, and take accountability find the pulse of what is driving the argument, find the pulse of what is driving the conversation, find the pulse of what you want and what you need out of this relationship. And I just be trying to be in every moment so bad. Like, I just be trying to be in every moment because I'd be like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to be the one to lose this, like lose your attention, lose your love, lose your affection, this and that and the third, or lose you, period. And I just be like, well, I want to hold on to who you are. I want to hold on to what it is that we have. But sometimes I don't think about sorry, I got water on my face. Sometimes I don't think about, like, just things taking time. People need time to breathe, and people need time to be on their own. People need time for this and that and the third. And it just things take time. Being a woman, being under the authority of a man in a relationship, sometimes you just have to understand that they're gonna move bolder than you move, because a man is meant to be, I want to say a man is meant to be bolder than a woman in certain aspects, you know what I mean? Like, because they're supposed to be like the stronger provider and protector, so they're supposed to be bolder than a woman. But it's just so much that goes into when you're in a relationship with a man and you're trying to figure out what it is that you, because it's not like a, what is that, sometimes for me it's like this, it's like, what is it that I can have, what is it that, but it's not always like a transactional thing. Like, sometimes it's like, just have peace, stay patient, be in the moment, but don't be too far in the moment and too into the moment to where you're trying to grasp to everything so clingily that you just try to take in everything too tightly, you know? But with love, sometimes things come to be things, I don't want to say that because just take your time with love. Really take your time. Love isn't something that you can really love is really only as much of a hope as it is a promise. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I'm having a little problem right now. As I explained on my very first episode on here, I have mental health, so sometimes I get like this. When it comes to dating and having relationships, don't ever be afraid to let go, but don't don't ever be afraid to keep hold of. Don't be too prideful or just too scared or anything to just ask for a second chance, and just be yourself. Really be you. Be genuine in who you are. Be charismatic. Be respectful. Be honorable. Have dignity. Show grace. Show love. Show kindness. Show genuosity, genuine, you know, just be you and be bold in who you are. You always want to be you in a relationship. You never want to be in a relationship with someone who never gets a chance, an honest chance, a truthful chance to know who you are because you're not being yourself. So I wanted to say that. Things really take time. You gotta give things time and be faithful. I think that, oof, Lord knows, I get tired. I get tired of searching. I get tired of trying to find love. And the one time the love actually really comes to me in an honest, pure, just genuine way, I mess it all up over someone else's opinion. But hey, I mean, things happen. Okay, just look for my next episode. I know this one was short, but the second part is coming up. Okay. Bye.